There he is. Hey, boy. Let's go. What's up, brother?
Let's go. Yeah, my English isn't good, but I am improve with my English tutor.
Nice. Edvan, I saw Edvan in person. I went over as he was walking down to prejudging Edvan Palmeira. It was Vitor Chavez, Vinicius Mateus, and I walked behind him and I grabbed Edvan, and they just gave me so much love. So, Edvan, it was so nice to see you at the Olympia, bro. You looked fantastic. And Bruno, very nice to meet you as well. Guys, I want to introduce you to Phil Naselli, one of my hosts here, the Australian voice of men's physique. Phil's been getting into the game and has just been absolutely killing it. Have you seen him, Edvan?
I love your videos.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Liam Bolton, Masters Men's Physique Pros in the house. What is going on, brother?
What's going on? Edvan, love the physique, man. Love what you're doing. We can't wait to get into this episode with you and really go a little deep into who you are as a person and what you've been into. I know we need your interpreter probably to slow me down.
Thank you for that. I appreciate this.
Yeah, damn straight. Boys, who would like to start off, Edvan, with a question? I can't wait to hear what we have in store. Who wants to pop the first question?
My first show was 2016.
Yeah,
I was a champion in my first show. 1 year and 4 months I can my pro card. So I had 22 years old. My first win in 2022. I stayed 4 years for my first Olympia.
You got the 50th place in the first Olympia.
Yes.
Yeah.
My history was very difficult. I and my wife had very, very, very difficult life. So I always use this for improve. I never complained. I just work hard, improve more. So I try to improve. Sorry for my English. I am,
No. We got you. We're right here with you.
doing great though. Seriously,
yeah.
Your English is much better than my Portuguese. All I know is a couple of words in Portuguese.
I want talk. I want speak because I need it improve my English. I think that this is respect. I need to improve my English. Yeah, but when I can't, my English teacher will be my voice.
Excellent. Edvan, quick question. So I'm very familiar with the, as many of our viewers are familiar with the Brazilian culture. And as young children, a lot of the children have different options to develop. Some go into jujitsu and BJJ, and some go into boxing. You got into men's physique and bodybuilding. What was the attraction to going into bodybuilding versus the other sports that existed in Brazil or are very popular in Brazil right now, including soccer?
So my dream was a soccer player, but 15 years old, I started in gym, but I worked in my house. I didn't have gym in my city. I needed to improvise weight in my house for train. So I fell in love for bodybuilding. Since then, I competed.
What were some of the things that you did at home since you didn't have a gym available? What were some of the workouts and the techniques that you used to develop such an incredible physique?
Guys, just to make him a little more comfortable, I'm going to add up to his story. I'm not going to answer this part of this question. Okay, he's going to answer. But I think that's something interesting about Edvan, that the city he was born is a city of 2,000 people in the northeast of Brazil, which is the poorest area of Brazil, poorest region of Brazil. So it's a 2,000 population and very, very humble, very poor in that time. So educational level was very low, and that's his background. That's where he comes from. and he will talk about the weight and the exercise. But he has some great videos on Instagram showing him lifting his wife, doing like chest press with his wife, you know, and the dumbbells was made of cement that his father used to do it, to make it for him. Edvan, conta um pouco sobre o cimento que seu pai fazia, você levantando um pouco, levantando sua esposa para fazer supino, os vídeos que tem nas suas redes sociais.
Yes, yes. I need to provide weight with cement because in my city didn't have gym. So my wife helped me. She always helped me. So this was very important for improve my physique. Because after that, I moved to Salvador. It is a bigger city,
The capital.
big city. So I gym better.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome. Edvan, I'd love to know a little bit more about your competitive journey. You know, I've seen the video of you training at home with your wife on the back doing the push-ups, and it's a great video. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But I want to know, what was the moment when you realized, hey, I can do this professionally. Hey, I want to jump on stage and do my first ever bodybuilding competition. Was there a moment in your training career that made you realize that? Was there a physique that you saw? Was it someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger that made you kind of pursue the route of bodybuilding a little bit more seriously, a little bit more professionally as well at the beginning?
Yes. I think since I meet bodybuilding because I wanted improve my physique, but I just improve for I wanted aesthetic, my physique aesthetic. But when I meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, I love his physique. I saw myself in stage, so I work for that.
Who did you idolize growing up? In terms of, was there a specific bodybuilder that you idolized growing up? Yeah. Was there someone that you looked up to as you were going through your younger years before jumping on stage? Yeah. Who was the guy that did it for you?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, absolutely. Jaron Buendia, because he is the same category. I always inspired me in pose, in his pose. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jaron Buendia, Felipe Franco is here, Brazil. That's it.
Beautiful. That would have been an amazing experience for you to obviously jump on stage, you know, this year with Jeremy, with his last ever Olympia, to, you know, be in the top 10 with him on that stage in the finals as well would have been amazing for you, especially if he was someone that you did look up to, you know, throughout your career as well. So, no, that's awesome.
Falou que sobre dividir o palco com as pessoas que você...
This is amazing for me. I inspired me in all these athletes. Jaron Buendia is my biggest inspiration, but I always follow other athletes. Brandon Hendrickson, Brian Terry, Kyron Golden, a lot of athletes, but Jaron Buendia is the biggest. To be on the same stage with him is amazing for me. I always wanted dreaming. Yes.
That's amazing. You're doing very well.
Doing great.
Ele pergunta sobre cara, os seus próximos passos, mas ele disse assim, você não é um amador admirando esses caras, é um outro profissional, um dos melhores do mundo, admirando outros atletas. E como que é para você, como foi a experiência do último Olympia, e você até vence alguns deles também.
I participated in 4 Olympias. In 3 Mr. Olympia, I was top 5. So for me, this is very important. Show my potential because the judges like my physique, can improve some parts of my physique, get better positions. I always respect all competitor. They are incredible. All athletes in Mr. Olympia.
Quick question for you, Edvan. you recently competed against Dilson, and surprisingly, you came in second place, which surprised all of us because you're phenomenal and you're fifth in the world. Compared to him that day, what do you think you would have needed to have? Was it conditioning? Was it more back? What do you think you would have needed to beat Dilson just the other weekend?
In my last Mara show, I think that some things I had some problems in the last days. I didn't show my best physique. I had a little discomfort a little discomfort in my stomach. I can't contract my abs the moment in my pose. But Gilson is amazing athlete, but Tamer is the central judge. And he said that I don't eu não estava no meu melhor. I wasn't on my best. I know something happens in my life that eu queria que você falasse agora sobre, porque são coisas específicas. Por exemplo, dia...
Guys, I will translate him, okay?
Yeah.
He asked me to...
um dia depois que eu viajei, eu não postei isso eu não postei isso no meu Instagram, não falei pra ninguém, apenas para pessoas próximas. Que um dia depois que eu viajei para Juiz de Fora, aconteceu uma explosão a 100, 150 metros perto de casa. Eu acho que você viu as notícias nos jornais, né? Teve uma explosão de uma casa clandestina de fogos.
I'm gonna try translate the first part, okay? He said that he didn't tell anyone about this, but one day before the show or 2 days before the show, there was an accident close to his house where he lives in Brazil. There was an explosion, and it was on the news as well, showing that backstreet house, something like that, like the guys were producing things illegally there, and this house that was a production of something exploded 100 meters away from where he lives. He will continue, and I continue translating, okay?
Então, eu tava, tipo, eu deixei, né, minhas cachorras, meu gato aqui na casa, e um casal de amigos, o Diego Galindo, eles conhecem, eu acho, top 6, né, do Olympia. O Diego Galindo e a mulher dele estavam vindo pra botar água, comida e tal, enquanto a gente estava lá. Quando a gente soube que era tão próximo, a gente soube também que a casa tinha afetou, né, destruiu, tipo, a porta da sacada, porta de vidro espatifou, quebrou toda, o teto retrátil também de casa destruiu, a janela também, e isso me deixou muito preocupado, né? Eu acabei tendo um estresse muito grande, consequentemente isso também influenciou um pouco. Claro que eu não estou justificando, né? Mas eu acho que isso é realmente um dos fatores que me fez talvez não entregar o meu melhor.
Okay. Besides the stomach problem, he had this situation that happened to him. Of course, Juiz de Fora, the city where the competition took place, is far from where he lives. So he was not at his home at the moment. But he has pets, and Diego Galindo, who is also a men's physique. No, he's not a men's physique. He's a class physique. He was helping him to take care of the pets and everything. And he told Edvan that because of the explosion, his house was affected directly. Some doors were broken. The ceiling fell in, like, the window, the door, and the ceiling, he mentioned. So he said, I'm not justifying getting the second place because of it, but it distracted him a little bit. It was an extra stress that he was not expecting to deal with.
Preocupado com os meus pets, né? Porque ele...
And also, he has 2 dogs and a cat, and he really loves them.
Thank you for that. We're glad that you're okay, Edvan, for sure. We wouldn't want you to be part of that explosion. The world will be missed with a great athlete like yourself being taken out by some crazy people down the block from you. So it's good that you're healthy, my friend.
Tá dizendo que tá feliz que você tá bem, que nada aconteceu com você, que seria uma perda muito grande se você estivesse na casa também.
Sim, com certeza. Thank you. Absolutely. This was the problem for me because I was very worried. Yes. But eu não quero, eu falo assim, eu não quero justificar resultado com relação a isso, né? Porque todo mundo passa por problema e, como eu falei, o Gilson ele é realmente muito bom. E qualquer detalhe faria com que eu perdesse, digamos assim, né? Se eu não entregasse o meu melhor.
He said it again that he's not justifying he got the second place, but at a high level, every detail is important to make a difference for the final result. So he's not justifying, just is an amazing athlete, as he said, but every detail makes a difference.
My next show maybe will be in nesse ano, como é que fala nesse ano? I need to resolve some things to give the announcement, but I hope that que seja esse ano. I can this year, yes.
I know Edvan loves the secrets. I remember he uploaded a couple of progress photos a month or so ago with little hints 4 weeks out, or he was dry as anything. So I know Edvan likes to keep his shows very, very secret. But I want to talk about the Olympia, Edvan. I mean, another year, another 5th place for you. What do you need to do to crack the top 5 or the top 4, I should say?
I need to keep in secret because I need resolve some things. I want to tell people because I am very excited for our show, for competing in this show. I think that I need improve my back. Maybe this is a little problem for me because Aaron Banks, Terry, they have back very, very strong, very, very good. So I need improve my back. Maybe a little more thickness, a little more. And yes, that's it. I need improve my back. Yes. I never had a posing coach. I always practice pose with videos Jeremy Buendia posing since my first competition. I watched videos with Jeremy Buendia in Mr. Olympia, and I tried to do the same. Always was that. Sempre assim. Always was that. I am a little more better. A little better, né? So sempre foi assim. It was always like that.
Just looking at some of Cut's videos, and I have a lot of conversations with Cuts over the past couple of years. And one of the iconic moves that you make that you see a lot of athletes do, even I got this from you when I posed, is when you go from your back pose to your front pose and you do a transition and you keep your hands low and you turn at the waist, this move.
Yes.
It's decided to freeze it, though, right?
That move when you open your hands up is such an iconic, you see so many people imitating you with that look, including Isak does it too. How do you feel when you see people doing similar posing that you do on stage and kind of taking some of your look and adding it to their own?
Very, very happy because I always watched videos for improve my poses. So when I see some athlete same as me, eu fico very happy because this is show that I am inspired them.
It's beautiful to see because, I mean, like you said, you were inspired by Jeremy Buendia, and now you're inspiring a whole range of athletes, not only on the Olympia stage, not only in the pro circuit, but also amateur as well. So yeah, that's the sign of a true champion, man. Just being able to inspire everyone around you, whether they're Olympians or first timers, which is great to see. But I want to ask you a question about a guy that came out of, I wouldn't say came out of nowhere, but he came out of nowhere this year at the Olympia. The guy that placed right after you, Fuyan, out of China. what do you need to do this year to keep him away? Because a lot of people are talking about him. I know you for sure wanting to stay as far away as possible, but what are you going to do to keep him off your back?
I need to be close because I like challenges. I can be better than him. But he is amazing. He have amazing physique. I think that he will be a problem for athletes from the top 5. Very, very problem for us.
I know who's competing today at the, I think in a couple of hours at Japan. So we'll all be keeping our eye on him for you.
Como é que eu falo assim? Quem sabe eu não apareço lá na China.
He said, who knows I don't show up on China as well.
That would be awesome.
When talk about this, was my teacher English.
Mute the whole thing. What do you got for him?
I'm just sitting back and enjoying all this. You guys have answered the questions I had in my head, actually, and it's so cool to see how we're all in unison with this. I'm loving this conversation. You guys got any more for Edvan?
28, I did. I participated in 2 show, in one show, one pro show in 29 and 2019. I did 3 pro shows: Portugal Pro, Italia Pro, yes, Kai Green Pro in 2019, and here in Brazil. In Portugal Pro, my place was 7 place in Kai Green Pro area. I got top 5 in Brazil. I got top 3 in 2020. I competed in one show. I got top 3. He win this show. Montenegro top 2, and I in top 3. 21, I competed in 4 shows. Portugal Pro again. I got 7-2 after I competed in Spain. I got top 5 in Spanish. Eu errei, porque em 2019, na verdade, eu não fiquei em colocações boas. Tipo assim, foi abaixo de top 10 e depois eu fiquei em 7º na Itália. Tem como eu corrigir?
Yeah, it's correct. An information that he gave, and he would like to correct here, that in 2019, he didn't get good positions. It was top 12, something.
Aí na Itália, 7º. Agora sim, em Portugal Pro, again, in 2021, I got top 7. Spain, as I got top 5. In Brazil, in 2021, I got top 3. Again, top 3 in one show. Eu acho que é melhor você falar agora, porque eu competi nesse show, Música Contest Brasil, fiquei em 11º. Foi um físico muito ruim. E esse mesmo show, no ano seguinte, eu venci.
Que ano foi esse?
Em 2021, 2022, eu venci o mesmo show.
Okay, he's mentioning that in 2021, he competed at Muscle Contest Brazil, and he got like 11th position, something like that. Very, very bad. But the next year he won. So he would like to mention this, like the same show, but the next year he won after getting. And then he got he qualified for Olympia.
Quick question for you, Edvan. When was the moment in your life where tough times were really difficult and challenging to the point that you just said, I think in Portuguese you say "fudez" or "fuck"? This is something has to change. I have to do something. What was that moment for you, and how did you climb and claw your way out of that moment?
Qual foi o momento que você falou assim, tô fudido, agora ou nunca, now or never?
Yes, now or never.
There were a few moments like this. 2018, I needed back to home. Um, because I had financial problems in 2018, so I needed back home in Bahia. This moment was very delicate in my life because I didn't know what to do. So I need to improve my wife for can train. So in this moment to sell sandwich and hot dogs, I change a sandwich for eggs or can keep my diet. 5 meals in all meals I use it eggs because I don't I can't comprar como yes I couldn't buy other protein, so I need
To do this, to
yes
exchange the sandwich.
yes. So this was the moment very very difficult in my life. I think that the most difficult moment in my life. Other moment was when I got in 11 in Muslim Contest Brazil because I had a sponsor. I didn't know um, if I if I would continue it in my sponsor. So I can win. I can win um, in 2022 and the same competition.
I got
That's
maybe
it.
one more last one. This is it for me. Edvan, I just want to know, brother, are you the king of Brazil as far as men's physique? Are you the men's physique king of Brazil?
Você é um rei do Brasil, em termos de Miss Physique?
I think that I am I'm the better competitor. Yes, I am the best in actually no atual momento.
At this moment.
I think that one show B will finish define competitor because there are lot of things around the show. I am 3 times top 5 in Mr. Olympia. I won 6 per shows. So I am the best in Brazil.
I think that's
Crown.
I think that's the last time we're going to hear him say 5th place finisher. We're going to see him higher next year. That's for sure. We're going to hear 4.
First, that's right.
A última vez que eu escutava você falando top 5, que das próximas vezes ser top 2, top 3, top 1.
Thank you for that. Eu acredito. I believe that this this isso vai acontecer.
It will happen.
Because I work hard every day. I work hard every day for improve. I always hear the judges, the feedbacks, and my coach Ariel is the gold in the gold coach. So I know I just need time, hard time. I am 29 years old, so I have a lot of time for Mr. Olympia.
I think it's coming, brother. I think it's coming.
Your perseverance through the hardships and having such a strong mental fortitude to keep going and keep persevering, coming in 11th one show and coming back the next year and winning that show is a testament to the true warrior and heart that you have. And that's the same energy and the same mentality that we on the Men's Physique Show have. So, brother, we thank you so much for coming on our show today. It really meant a lot to us. It meant a lot to the fans. And your impact is being felt not only in Brazil, but worldwide. We broadcast worldwide, and we can't wait to tell your story worldwide. thank you so much for coming and sharing your time with us.
Thank you, brother. Thanks, Edvan. And thank you, Bruno.
Thank you. I needed participated. I needed to participate the interview because I like very much Hart. I like very much Philip. The mesmo. Even my English isn't good, but Bruno, my English teacher, is amazing teacher because in a little time I can talk. So this is for me, this is amazing for me because I feeling I that talk with him, with all people in English. I think that this is about respect with my fans, the USA, all countries. So sorry, but I needed participate to interview.
Sorry.
Thank you, my Bruno, for helping me.
I appreciate it. And I always tell Edvan to stop saying, my English is bad. My English is bad. I said, better to say, my physique is better than my English. I told you.
Yes.
You've got a good teacher there. You've got a good teacher.
I promise that 2026 in Miss Olympia, I will be much better in my English. Bruno, my English teacher, will help me about this.
Helping you. Appreciate. He's a truly champion.
Edvan, do you mind if we lock you in then for 2026 Olympia exclusive interview with the Men's Physique Show? Can we do that?
You took the question right out of my head.
Convidou para uma
Live.
entrevista exclusiva em 2020.
In person.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, boys.
Go.
Of course. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Edvan. Thank you so much, brother.
So much.
Care. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Bruno.
Thank you. I appreciate.